So welcome back to our Zoom interviews with local business people with appropriate social distancing. Welcome Daniel and Carrie at JP Center Yoga. Introduce yourselves and give me a little background.
So my name is Daniel. I'm one of two owners at JP Center Yoga. The other owner is Sejal, who's not with us today.
My name's Carrie. I manage the studio here, and we both also teach here.
Really, what I'd like to share with viewers is kind of changes that are happening due to the coronavirus, and especially for you guys, it's such a literal hands-on business that you have. How did you pivot?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a big adjustment. We closed our doors on March 16th. There was a gradual change. We first limited amount of people in the room and removed all props, and then shifted and just went fully online. So we closed on the 16th, and then by the 17th, we had a full online class schedule going. And that's been going really well. The community continues to show up. It's still interactive. We obviously can't offer manual adjustments anymore, but we can still see students who want to be seen and speak to corrections. So it doesn't feel like it's pre-recorded. We can still see students can still see us. It's surprisingly been incredibly personal, which has been lovely.
What's so sweet about the Zoom platform is that there is a capacity for face-to-face connection and to have that kind of pre-class time, post-class time that prior to the pandemic, when we were all in a room together, people could really connect and socialize and savor that collective practice. We also moved into a sliding scale model, and I think that has been a really significant positive element to this experience.
Interesting. So sliding scale, you mean for payment for classes?
The opportunity to go online has just allowed us to do so much more, so that right now we're offering a sliding scale that's anywhere from $0 to $20. And so anyone can come at any price that is manageable to them at this time.
So your classes you're Zoom, like this is Zoom.
Yeah, so we have
in the right way.
We have a bunch of teachers that teach from home, and then a few teachers that teach from here. What it looks like is it looks like any other class where we have our class. Most of our classes are all levels. We have some specialty classes like yoga for healthy aging and recovery. We have classes that are a little more on the vigorous side. We have classes that are more on the restorative side. We've added meditation classes now and pranayama breathwork focused classes. So there's a variety of things. And for someone who is used to coming to a yoga class, my experience as a teacher and from what I've heard from enough students, it's not that different. It's certainly different that it's from their home. But there's also something really lovely about, people used to go to a location to do this practice, and now they're bringing that practice into their home environment. And I think there's something really powerful about that too, that is now folded into their experience as well.
Is there some part of these online and these digital and remote classes that you guys think you would keep moving forward when you go through this?
So I think we will, in some capacity, continue to find ways to offer online studentship, because some people have just benefited so significantly.
It's been also very sweet that we've had a lot of people that have left Boston and have now been practicing with us again, from all around the world.
It's unbelievable.
It's really been awesome.
Really, we could not have imagined how the reach of studentship would have broadened with this. Literally, we have people in our classes from Scotland, from Paris, from Malaysia, as well as students who used to live in Boston are like, oh my God, I can practice with my teachers again. It's really very humbling, at least I think for us to witness.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I would always like to ask a silver lining question, but it sounds like you answered that already. The silver lining being, getting such a great response internationally from your students and people that continue to follow you. That's awesome. Is there any piece of any message that you'd like to send out to people that they may not know about your studio?
I really hope that we are removing as many barriers as possible for people to access the practice. And certainly there are other barriers like access to internet and things of that nature, but there's a lot of people in this sphere of JP Center Yoga that are doing extra to make sure that someone can practice. So hopefully people just come and practice.
One of the things again, it's anecdotal, but I've witnessed is that there's maybe just a little bit more freedom to like, oh, I'm going to try this thing, but there's anonymity. I don't have to have my video on. I don't have to be seen in a room, and that's available to people who are just like, I don't feel like being seen today, but I need to practice. So I think that there is a silver lining around the flexibility that this medium offers people. And there's something like coming out of this that I don't know if any of us really can name yet. But I'm feeling it just in this process.
Yes, I want to ask you then, please plug. Where can people find you online, and how do they get registered for classes and all of that?
Our business is JP Center Yoga, as is our website, jpcenteryoga.com. To make it plain, Center Street Yoga. So
it's CNTRE?
Yes, spelled like the street. Yeah. All the information is there in regards to registration. There's a full list of classes. You just hit sign up, and if you're new to the studio, it'll just ask you to open an account. And then we're on social media as well. It's all JP Center Yoga on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, I just do want to add one last plug. I'm sorry, but we have such an incredible teaching staff. I just want to make sure that we give a profound bow to our teachers, because they, like us, have had to adapt so radically. They just have been there step by step, and their willingness, their flexibility, their presence, in the midst of what is chaotic for all of us, and how we're all metabolizing it and digesting it is different, and yet they still show up and they teach and they offer these practices in service of whoever's there. And we really wouldn't be who we are without our teachers and without our students. And again, I've got goosebumps. It's just been so meaningful for us. So a huge thank you.
Yeah, and thank you as well. The teachers have been a big part of it, a big part of the community, a big part of our lives. So it's nice to see them continuing their work, their practice, and the way they help others in the community, and now worldwide. It's not just JP Center Yoga; it's JP Center worldwide, darlings.
It's really wild.
Well, thanks guys for joining us again. If you would like to find out some more about JP Center Yoga and all their teachers and their classes, check them out online on social media. And thanks guys. Thanks for joining us today, and be well.
Thanks so much for having us.
Thank you, Randall.
Absolutely.